The views, comments, and opinions of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of Morris Media Studios, MorrisMediaLive.com, or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
Flame on, flame on, flame on, flame on, flame on. It's about that time of day, let all the warriors come out and play. You tuned in to PB Smiley and Wayne Holloway. And me, my name's Santos, the Human Torch. And it's the hottest show around, it's called Blow the Whistle Sports. And today's the day, we talking sports and we came to play. Got no filter, we say what they all afraid to say. As last time we checked, football was a man's sport. So we don't let nothing fly like you ain't got a passport. We lot of fans, we attached to y'all. We talk about everything in the catalog, from football to basketball. We never had a loss. My team's so official, got stripes like the rap. That's why they call us Blow the Whistle. Big packet on go like a loaded pistol. If you got a problem with us, let us know the issue. We giving y'all the realest talk on live. Tap in with us, btwsport.com.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Blow the Whistle Sports with my friend and compadre, comedian and actor, PB Smiley.
What up?
And me, the Big Packet.
Packet, it's King Day, so.
Yes, sir.
Longevity has its place, like any man. How you spell that? How did Martin spell man?
M-A-N-N.
Well, he said he been to the mountaintop. He done seen everything. He got gunned down in cold blood. Wow.
Man.
Shout out to Martin Luther King holiday. Back in the day, remember, on his birthday, it was no school. Now they make you wait a few days later. So the kids don't have to go to school next week. They should have did that today. Okay, man. I just couldn't call them games this week. Well, two of them I just...
I got it. I got all mine right.
No, you didn't.
Well, in the point spread. I made money in the point spread. You know, I got one wrong.
Yeah, that Philly almost was there though. I don't know what happened.
Coaching, they let them down. If you watch the game, I watched the game. I was glued to the TV.
Yeah.
Philly had them. They had them.
Period. Yes.
On defense, it's clear to see Breeze when he has pressure.
Okay.
My goodness, the whole team's falling apart when he has pressure.
Yes.
And what they did in the second half was they took the pressure off of him. They went into coverage like they had good coverage. They believed in themselves from the first half because they did so well from the pressure. In the second half, they thought it was the coverage.
Yeah, right.
Because every time they pressured him, he couldn't get the ball off.
Couldn't get it off.
And they stopped doing what they needed to do.
And the defensive tackle for the Saints. I'm sorry. Philly had lost. Both of them lost. Okay, it was a defensive tackle for the Saints and an offensive tackle for Philly, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. What I saw in the second half, Drew Brees, actually from the second quarter on, Drew Brees, man, that dude looked like a magician, man. I mean, dump. Mr. Thomas.
A beast. That dude's a beast.
Yes.
And they talking about going out there Antonio Brown.
Oh, I was hearing San Francisco.
Well, no. That's where Antonio Brown, Jerry Rice is his mentor.
Okay.
And Rice put it out there, he wants to be a 49er. But money-wise, they got the bread. They definitely got
So
if
he goes to the Saints, it's like, it's over.
If he goes to the Saints, Drew Brees stays there,
It's
gonna be lights out for everybody. We can't let that happen.
I think he'll go to the 49ers where it's looking. It looks like he clearly might be out of there. What about the first game of last week, Saturday? Started with you picked KC. I was going back and forth with it. I ended up going with Indy. Well, luck just more luck.
See, this is what you fell for.
Okay.
You fell for Indianapolis slid under the wire.
Right.
Everything over there was trash over there, and that's how they snuck in there, and you fell for it.
Right.
Kansas City is the real deal. Mahomes is who I want to win the whole thing, people. I'm gonna come out there and say it. Kansas City did what they needed to do. Mahomes needs to be the MVP.
Oh, he'll get
and the
that.
Super Bowl. He needs to be the Super Bowl champion too.
Oh, he'll definitely get the MVP of the league for sure. He wrapped that one up. He played better than I thought he would. I thought the cold weather might affect him. This is his first time in the playoffs.
Kansas City. How the cold weather going to affect him?
Yeah, because
he's not a rookie.
No, but when the playoff time comes, that's totally different.
Well,
you know what I mean.
Those like these big divisional games in the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I got to see how this young mind is going to operate in that type of environment.
Right.
Because they're known to fold with all that pressure.
That's true. Now, they got good running play from Ware. Tariq Hill is something else, man. Indy, what I think happened with Indy is the defense was overrated for those games. Remember you were saying, oh, they won't be able to do that. And they didn't. They didn't do anything. They didn't show up at all. I don't think Andrew Luck had a bad game. It was just Kansas City was much better. And the defense that did show up is one of the worst defenses in the league. KC showed up. Them cats on the ends, man. I got to give Ford some props. Y'all, KC, you deserve it. What's the next game?
Wait.
Sorry.
Before you do that, the thing is, it's not so much the defense. Well, it is the defense. Defense is not that great, but when you have a supreme offense, that's what happens.
Yes.
What did you expect?
I expect more points from Indy. You talking?
Andrew Luck just got back.
So what?
I think we'll see a reemergence of Andrew Luck next season.
Yeah.
But they just got back.
Yeah, but I expected more points, not because of Indy, it's because of KC's terrible defense. Oh, I'm sorry, Charles Barkley. Terrible defense. They terrible defense. That's why. That's why I expected more points. Not because of KC's offense, because of how terrible KC's defense has been. But this week, it will look like what I know it will look like. It will look just like that. That they will look in the first quarter this week. They'll look like, oh man, they got Tom Brady wrapped up, and they'll fall apart in the second quarter.
What we have to understand is there's not many people like a Belichick. Because to be totally honest with you, Kansas City and New England match up perfectly.
Yes,
both defenses are trash.
I won't say that.
Yes, they are.
No.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not trash, man. New England defense is teetering between average and pretty good.
See, you went for it. Like I tried to tell people. They said, how did New England play the team that they play and look like they had a good defense? It wasn't that. Belichick does homework. He sits in front and watches plays, and he watches what teams do. He put his team in the right spots to make them look like they had a stellar defense, and they do not have a stellar defense.
I don't know how that works though. It's
coaching. That's the real deal when it comes to coaching.
No, that's beautiful. But if I put my son out there at 11 years, my oldest son, and I said he about to fight this other boy, and I tell him every move to do, and he get them done. Uh-huh. You ain't gonna say. You're going to be like, you can coach. You're going to say, that little boy can fight. That's what you're going to say.
Is Belichick going to be his coach?
What you mean?
I mean, is Belichick going to be his coach? If Belichick is going to be his coach, then
No, I'm Belichick. I'm Belichick. I'm teaching to get him. But no, that defense is going to be exposed this week. Because you just made a good point. Belichick is sitting there going, and them cats came off the ends like that. Ooh.
Belichick is going to go back and he watches every game they play and see what gave this man the most problems, and he's going to give him 25 different looks at what gives him the most problems. That's what Belichick does.
Yeah.
What Philly did was they saw how to beat him, and they let off the gas. That's how we got what we got.
Yeah. I hope the best for Andrew Luck next season. I think they win that division next season. They just need to figure out what they're going to do as far as that dynamite tight end they got. He getting all the touchdowns, and T.Y. Hilton can't stay healthy, so they need another dynamite receiver. Marlon Mack's not a bad running back.
Hey, we talked about it earlier about Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
Indianapolis has at least $100 million to give away. There's an opening spot for running back and wide receiver in Indianapolis with that guy they have over there, the Mac man, the running back they have.
Okay.
Wow, Bell and Brown go to Indy, where they get as much money as they want,
and then because if he comes over to the NFC, it's a little tougher. He can come out there in the AFC because this is it at the time.
To bring Luck back with the right weapons,
that'd be nice.
That's the right money to spend.
Oh no, that'd be lovely. If he goes over in the AFC, he has a better chance.
And T.Y.'s not finished.
Oh no,
this will open T.Y. up.
Yeah,
this will open him up.
Those would be some speedsters under 6 feet.
Ooh, wait, what a guy that can throw?
Oh my God. The Dallas.
Ooh.
Well, you had Dallas. Call us, man. Call us.
He's not gonna call us.
No, it's not Thursday. I'm gonna be nice to you. I know you call on Thursday. He called on Thursday.
Oh, okay.
What's today?
Yeah,
Tuesday. Oh, okay. We'll wait on Thursday.
Yeah.
It was a good game though. I wasn't surprised about it. Only one thing I was surprised about: the amount of yards Dallas gave up on the ground. Did you see that? Both backs had over 100 yards. That's the only thing that surprised me. Other than that, I thought the game went the way it should have went. You know.
It went the way I said it was going to go. It's just the points. The only reason they didn't get the points I wanted them to get is because of that week off. That's it.
Right.
That if they didn't have that week off, Dallas.
No, but I didn't expect them to give up 270 yards on the ground, man. That was too much. If they would have told me that in the air, I'll accept that. On the ground, Dallas. But to me, you had a good season. I think they need to retool your DBs. You didn't get torched by Goff, but still, that's their problem. The DBs, they're going to get the sacks with Irvin and Lawrence. They're going to get the sacks. Their problem is the DBs. I was impressed with Prescott. I was impressed with the offensive line. They just couldn't. I think they put 6, 7, 8 in the box for Mr. Elliott.
Elliott was out there getting manhandled. Yeah. I seen that man kick and throw him down so many times.
Yeah,
he couldn't do this. Where was this at?
Not at
where
all.
Was this at?
I mean, everywhere he had 20 carries for 40 yards, man. So they did give him the ball enough, in my opinion. They gave it to him enough. They had to fight back. I like what I saw. I liked the game. I like the Rams.
He had 20 carries for 47 yards.
47 yards, yeah. That's like 2.7.
47 yards.
Yeah.
2.4 to be exact.
Yeah, they but let me give LA some props. Mr. Anderson. CJ Anderson. Released by you guys, and then he sitting here balling.
No, he released by us, then he went to somebody else and got released.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I thought he went straight there.
You didn't hear the jokes that they made? He was with Carolina. We released him. He had some choice words. He left Carolina, and I can't remember the team he went to, but he went there, and they released him.
Mm-hmm. Now they picked him up,
and they picked him up. And then if you saw it, he was balling. He was out there balling.
Yeah, he was the difference. He set it up for Gurley. Goff didn't even. I don't think he went for 200 yards. He didn't have to.
Gurley's hurt. Gurley has to be hurt for Anderson to be moving the way they had him running like he was the premier back.
Yeah. But I liked it. If you was a Ram fan, you got to love it. And I know this.
Anderson is a premier.
Solid,
he's a back.
He's solid. Twice he's went over 1,000 yards for Denver back in his heyday.
They both had 100 yards that game.
Yeah. This week, it's the same thing's going to happen. Same thing's going to happen to that Saints defense.
I know that already.
The Rams are going to gash them again, back to back.
I didn't see it, but LA's in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
LA is in the Super Bowl, and they're dangerous.
Oh, what's going on with the starting today and heavily for the rest of the week? Mr. Marcus Peters. What'd he say? Yeah, try that next time. Can't wait till we meet them next time. You feel me?
Talking about the Saints.
Yeah, what'd he tell him? You feel me?
He was like, yeah, when we see each other, it's going to be a pile of gumbo.
Yeah. Now, that was like week 7. So he almost had an epiphany that they'll play in the NFC Championship, which they are. I like the words. I like the banter back and forth.
That's what makes it fun.
He's going to have a big game. I'm sorry. I love the Saints. I love Drew Brees. Drew Brees will retire next year with all the records and the trophy. He'll win next year. This is not his year. He'll get him next year. He might not even finish this game. I think they're going to put him,
See, you saw it. You feeling the same way I'm feeling. After watching what Philly did, and how they knocked him around, Donald and Sue,
they coming, man. They coming.
Sorry, New Orleans.
Yeah, they coming.
Y'all got to hope that the Rams just come out there and just Gurley's running down the field and he's like, hey, you know what? I don't want this ball. Take it.
Yeah,
you go ahead.
Other than if there's no turnovers, I see a similar score to what we had when they played like in week 7, week 8. But the outcome will be the Rams, you know.
I'm looking at the score is going to look like the Kansas City Indianapolis game.
Oh, okay.
31-13, something like that.
No, I think it's going to be a shootout. I think Saints they're not going to be able to stop Thomas. They're not. They ain't going to be able to stop him.
Talib is there. Talib, I don't see a shootout. I don't see it. See, like this is the Saints should be the team that should be premier, and we should be talking about them winning the Super Bowl.
Right.
But like I said, the Saints don't have an identity. They have a hell of a running game and a hell of a passing game, but we never know what we're going to get. When it should be a good mix.
Right.
Either we get all passing or all running.
Right.
And it should be an even mix, like the Rams. The Rams do an even mix.
Right. I think Saints do enough of it. I just think that they had more success in the beginning of the season. Towards the end, they caught up with them. The defense said, I know what y'all doing. You're going to do a mix and match with my man Ingram, and then you're going to run it with Kamara. Oh, okay. Then Breeze is going to do a dink and dunk. And they caught up with him. So the Rams have played them already. It was a pretty good game. I don't like huge scores. That was a pretty good game, though. This game here, I think it's going to turn out to be one of those classic games, but the Rams will prevail.
Man. All I know is when you have a guy get on your team and he ain't been there that many weeks, and he gets 23 carries for 123 yards with 2 touchdowns.
You gonna take him this week in fantasy? I think you should take him. Hey, look what he's rocking. He's rocking number 35. Reverse those numbers. That's Super Bowl 53. Take Anderson, man. He rocking 35, man. Anderson for sure.
PB, if I take Anderson and pay this money on this, we're going to have some choice words.
No, you take Anderson. I'm not trying to be funny. Take Anderson.
Okay, all right. I hear what you're saying.
You get 2 backs or you get 1?
You get 2.
Him and my man, Michelle. How you say his name? Michelle over there in New England.
See, Michelle, he was the premier back last week. You haven't watched Belichick enough.
Who you talking to? I used to root for them when Randy Moss was over there. Each week he'll switch it up, but he ain't about to do that this
time. Well, maybe
time.
you're not into fantasy that big, like I am.
Put Michelle in there again. He going to do it again.
People, White would do it this week.
Okay.
Anybody that's watching New England, you know that.
Let me look at White. Put White
that somebody, a running back for New England would show out or something like that, and Belichick will throw you off and put the other guy in so you don't know how to address
This is true. I agree with you. But they rolling with these
look
eights,
to see
man.
Michelle when they on the
Super Bowl?
No, on the goal line. On the goal line, Michelle comes in. It's going to be a White game because of the people they playing.
So you think White gives them a better chance against KC?
Yes, I do.
Oh, that's the angle he taking, y'all.
Yeah.
Now you want to hit people with garbage cans. Now, Harlem Nights, 89.
150 yards for White this game.
No.
Yes.
No, his name White too?
But it's going to be passing. It's not going to be just handoffs. Man.
Look at this, man. Let me show y'all something. Go for the number 8s. It's Super Bowl 53. Go for the 8s. Go for, what's his name? C.J. Anderson. Go for him. And go for White. He ran number 8, 26. That's 8. Go for them. I'm telling you. You know it.
So now we go to the New England?
Yes, go to New England.
Now we in New England.
All you doubters out there. Now here's my Italian guy. All you doubters out there, you doubted me. Ever since week 1, I told you I never changed. I told you it was going to be New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Rams. I never changed one iota. I had a fistful of Italian meatballs. And when I made those meatballs and my mom said, hey, Sonny, what are you doing? I knew right there, no chance for anyone else to win other than the New England Patriots. Period. So, hope y'all made some money off them. Because I know they was looking like they weren't going to win. I wasn't even worried about that. And they might blow the Rams out in the Super Bowl.
Whoa.
Yep. Then they might make a little comeback. You know, James White. His name James White. He don't look like his name.
Whoa,
James White.
A blowout?
Yeah, man. What's his name? James White. What are you doing in the league?
But it's possible because Philly should be there. Philly gave that away.
He didn't even. Did he run the ball against the Chargers? He didn't even do nothing.
He was. I told you. He's a running back that gets passes through the air.
He got one catch.
That's why I try to tell you. You're not paying attention.
Man, I'm paying attention
to Belichick, sir.
His name Calvin. His name James Calvin White. That sounds like somebody. Well, he's Aquarius. Well, he's Aquarius.
White had 15 receptions for 97 yards, sir.
15 receptions?
Yes.
That's in a season, man.
No, sir. That's that game.
Yeah.
Look, you want to see it right here? See? He has 17 targets. He had the most targets.
Oh, man.
Of wide receivers.
Yeah, he'll do that. He'll get like 5 carries.
And that's what I said he would do.
5
I said he wouldn't be
catches.
on the ground.
Okay, now he's number 28.
Okay.
He ain't doing nothing this week. Get that all up to my man, Sammy Michelle. Is it Sammy Michelle?
Hey, y'all can listen to PB if y'all want to. Listen to the man that got you all the games right last week. Because if you would have picked the Eagles, you won on the point spread. I won all the money last week. Yeah. All the money. I didn't get nothing wrong. All the money came to me.
Well, I need some bread. Cardinal do.
How much you need?
About a $6-7.50.
You want to take all the money I
made? Yeah, man. We just got a Bentley on an approved credit.
Wow.
Yeah, my wife got 1,000 credit. I got like 800 credit.
And Edelman.
Sonny Michelle, that's his name.
Edelman stood up for me.
Yep, he gonna do it again.
9 receptions on 151 yards. That's my boy right there.
He gonna do it again.
But I'm gonna be honest with you guys. The Chargers should be in the Super Bowl.
Because
the Chargers, because they were the best team out there, well-rounded, everything going for them. They just ran across. They got the pick of the draw and the wrong pick. They played the Patriots. When you play the Patriots, you play Belichick.
Right.
I can't say enough about Belichick. Belichick is the real deal. The Patriots defense is not what it seems. But Belichick knows what personnel to put on the field and how to disrupt anybody in the game. Hey, you can't take nothing away from Tom Brady and Belichick. That's a marvelous. Just marvelous. That's what we'll call it.
Just marvelous. Well, Sonny Michelle, ironically, we shared the same birthday. So, yeah. And the other guy you're mentioning, what's his name, White?
Yeah. His
birthday is actually, I think, on the same day as the Super Bowl. So it's the Aquarian thing that's going on. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, James Calvin White. All right. I'm rooting for both of them. Let's go for both of them. Calvin Wright. And what's his name? James and Sonny. Yeah, Sonny and Cher.
Yeah,
now,
okay.
All right. Now, who we talking about? New England?
Yeah.
Okay. Patriots.
Yeah.
Patriots. I think that it's going to look like a good game. They're going to go slugging. You know, that's not like a slug fest. They trying to fill each other out. Touchdown here, maybe a field goal there. Oh, interception. Oh, Tom, he's getting old. Look at Tom. Like, oh, he can't do much. Look at him. Did a penalty to change the whole game. Everybody on Facebook, they cheating. They usually going to say they cheated about second quarter, 7 minutes left. They cheating. Tom Brady ties the game up. Edelman breaks 16 tackles.
You think it's going to be that close?
I'm talking about the first quarter, the second quarter.
Oh, okay. All right.
Tom Brady throws it to Edelman. Edelman breaks 16 tackles. How many people on the field? 11? 16 tackles. Then he gets a touchdown. Then,
this game is going to be a war of tight ends. Kels?
Oh, Gronk got to do something. He ain't done nothing since Thanksgiving, man. Probably the turkey.
Gronk is hurt.
Tryptophan.
Gronk is always something wrong with Gronk. That's why
he be partying too.
I think this might be his last season with New England. What you think?
That sound about right. He partied too much. Then you bodyguarded for him. Remember back in Maine?
No, I never worked for him.
We was in Maine. Remember we? Yeah, man. But anyway, this is that game is first too, isn't it? The New England Patriots first.
I got to go look at the schedule.
Yeah, they first.
Tom Brady, 34 completions on 44 attempts, 343 yards and a touchdown.
His first half stats was like a whole game. You know what I mean? It's like they dominated the Chargers. The Chargers, Y'all need to go back to San Diego, man. Let's be for real.
That's over with. Them days is over.
You got to go back to San Diego. You ain't going to win nothing, man. You got a better shot up there because you got real fan base. They don't root for y'all here, man. They be in the stands. I saw some of the people. They be like,
There were more Cowboy. Wrong game.
They were the Chargers. They got 27,000 seats, man. That's a high school basketball game, man. Why they doing them like that?
Hey, that's what they got to play at right now. But the first game is the Rams and the Saints.
Rams and the Saints the first game? Okay. Yeah. Rams?
They got to put Brady on the main stage.
Oh, yeah. You guys, with the Rams, I think Goff is he had a mediocre game, but he didn't turn the ball over against Dallas. What do I see him doing this game? Come on now, P. What you see him doing? Let's see. I don't see it. I see the running game. I think Goff will have a solid game. It's the running game, man.
We see what's going to happen. It's going to be that guy Anderson and Gurley
back to back slashing
against Ingram and Kamara.
Okay.
What's going to happen is they're going to sneak those passes in. The Rams are going to be out front, and the Saints are going to have to try to come back. And that's when Donald and Sue
put the smack down.
If you watch the game when they played when they were playing, and you seen what the Eagles did, you knew the recipe for disaster was coming this week.
Yes.
So Saints fans, do your little run dance that they be doing in the middle of the street.
Right.
Dun, 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 dun. Do it now, but hey, I'm sorry to tell you, it's over now.
Yeah, it's over. Martin Luther King marched. Didn't he do that? He the one that made that song. When the Saints go marching in, Martin Luther King did that, didn't he?
I mean, every church did that.
I thought Martin Luther King wrote that. When the Saints.
Hey, but so where's the game going to be? Would it be in L.A.? Yeah, it would be in L.A., wouldn't it?
What you mean?
When the Rams win this game? No, I'm tripping. The Super Bowl is already
Super Bowl,
in Atlanta.
Played in Atlanta. Atlanta Falcons fans. Oh, that's Martin Luther King. That's where he's from. The Georgia.
Did you hear the? I think it was the mayor. She was like, I don't care who plays, as long as the Saints don't come to our stadium.
The mayor said that?
Yeah, it was somebody, some big official over there that was talking stuff.
So they're gonna pay homage to Martin Luther King too, then, in Atlanta, Georgia.
So
and James Brown.
I guess we've already set our picks for this week.
What's the
Rams
scores?
and Saints.
Yeah, give me the scores.
I'm taking the Rams, and I'm saying it'll be the same score as the Kansas City and the Colts. What was that?
31-13.
Exactly.
I have the Rams 31-27. Wait, hold on. Something had to end with a 53. Something got to have a 53 on there. So you said 31-13?
Mm-hmm.
Let me go with the Rams 30-23.
That's too many points for the Saints. You gotta get more points on the Rams. The Rams are gonna.
No, they ain't gonna smash them like that.
Yeah,
I'm going with a shootout. Let's go. 34-28.
And you've heard it from the Swami.
Right. New England.
New England. I have to go back on record. I want the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl.
Okay.
I want Mahomes to overcome this. I want him to do something great. I want him to put a thrashing on Brady. I want that. But I can't go against Belichick. We will get this will be the close game where it'll be let's say somebody wins with a field goal. We have a call, PB.
Okay.
Hey, what's up, caller? How you doing?
What it is, y'all.
Oh, what up? Oh, man.
Bear.
Man, it look like they going to go on and get that look real, Bear, with Antonio, bro. That look real.
It's over now.
Hey, L.A. better take it. Watch this.
No. I got the Rams. What I say, Rams and what? Oh, yeah, Rams.
The whole thing. I told you. If it was not the Rams.
Or the Chargers. Right. I got the Rams 34 to what?
28. No matter what happens, the AFC takes the Super Bowl.
Yeah, the New England Patriots.
No, y'all listen. The Chiefs about to take out the Patriots. It's about to be the Rams and Chiefs. The Rams about to beat the Chiefs, and the Rams are Super Bowl champions. So you ready for that parade? It's going down.
Yeah, Bear.
There's no way I'm picking against that. I said it in August, so I got to stick with it. New England and the Rams, and I got New England beating KC 29-24.
We can really bet on that. Y'all really want to, but I mean,
hey, you know what?
Some Buffalo wings.
Once we get off the air, you can make that phone call. And
yeah, let's do some Buffalo wings.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
yeah. On the side.
No. But my bet is I want $200,000. I like to eat mine like for the whole week.
Okay.
Give me 20,000 Buffalo wings.
Hey, you don't want to bet me.
Yeah, okay.
He's like my ATM. Every time I need some money, I just call him for a bet. He'd be like,
Here you go.
He paid me. You pay well, so I'm not gonna talk bad about you. I just
okay.
Whenever you want to make that bet, just call in.
Watch this. Yep.
So who do you think win this week? Rams Saints? You said the Rams, right?
Yeah, Rams gonna beat the hell out the Saints.
Okay, give me the score. What you got for the score?
I'll say 21-7.
Oh, smacks.
I'm telling you, it's going to be an upside down game. I won't say as far as that. I told you I give them 13. They're going to get down the field and kick some field goals.
Man, Breeze can't go under pressure, so I doubt it.
Well, I look at it like this. Dallas scored 22. Saints is much better than them, and they at home.
The reason why Dallas scored 22 was because they had a week off. They came out rusty, or it would have been a 24.
34-28 Rams.
That front four in the Rams is vicious. So I don't know. You got Sue, you got old boy Donald, whatever his old boy name is, but them two on off the end, and some linebackers look pretty good.
Yeah.
Don't let Talib come back healthy.
Who?
Talib, when the Rams corner, you know what I'm talking about.
He'll be fine.
Yeah,
he'll be fine.
He's straight. Yeah. He did all right against Dallas.
Even when people are hurt. When these type of big games, they're gonna show up.
Yeah, they inject you with the cortisone. And so so what's the score you got for New England and KC?
New England KC, I don't know, but I know McComb, where that boy name is, he's throwing 500 yards on Brady, guaranteed.
He throwing 4 picks.
No, he's throwing 350 yards.
He throwing 3 picks.
Easy.
See,
3 picks.
This man is talking how I feel. I want Mahomes to do it, but they're playing against Belichick, Bear.
3 picks.
Belichick is the chief of all chiefs when it comes to being the captain of the team, sir. I have to give him all due for that one.
Yeah, we got to go.
But, sir, thank you for calling in. We got to get off of air, but make sure you call in next week, and we'll see these predictions.
All right, now?
All right, bro.
All right, y'all.
All right, sir. All right, people. Thank you for tuning in. We can't wait to bring you. I hate this time of the season, man.
Yeah, man.
I love football.
Especially on Martin Luther King's birthday.
Why you got to go away, football?
On Martin Luther King's birthday.
Man, thank you for tuning in. Like always, like, subscribe, and share. Share us with your friends. They need to know that we know what we're talking about.
That's right.
If everybody would listen to me last week, all y'all would have been in the money.
On Martin Luther King's birthday.
All y'all would have been in the money. See, if PB would have listened to me, we could have masterminded all his bread, but he didn't listen to me.
But we should have had to bet on Martin Luther King's birthday.
Well, let's do this. I'll see y'all next week. Same time.
Peace.
Flame on, flame on, flame on, flame on, flame on. It's about that time of day, let all the warriors come out and play. You tuned in to PB Smiley and Wayne Holloway. And me, my name's Santos, the Human Torch. And it's the hottest show around, it's called Blow the Whistle Sports. And today's the day, we talking sports and we came to play. Got no filter, we say what they all afraid to say. As last time we checked, football was a man's sport. So we don't let nothing fly like you ain't got a passport. We lot of fans, we attached to y'all. We talk about everything in the catalog, from football to basketball. We never had a loss. My team's so official, got stripes like the rap. That's why they call us Blow the Whistle. Big packet on go like a loaded pistol. If you got a problem with us, let us know the issue. We giving y'all the realest talk on live. Tap in with us, btwsport.com.